Hello and welcome to Arizona 360. I'm Lorraine Rivera. Thanks for joining us. Arizona's COVID-19 caseload surpassed 100,000 this week, making our state one of just a handful to cross that threshold. While numbers continue to climb across the state, the most populous Maricopa County leads in cases. But nestled between Phoenix and Tempe, the town of Guadalupe, one of the state's smallest at less than a square mile, has one of the county's highest positive case rates. Tony Paniagua has more.
The small and historic community of Guadalupe is battling a modern-day invisible menace with enormous implications.
3 community members have passed in the past month from COVID here in the town. There are others that are tied to the community that have passed away, but 3 in the community.
Valerie Molina is in her second term as mayor.
Our council has a lot on their shoulders right now. I think any council in the state has a lot on their shoulders right now. No one's ever been through a pandemic.
The pandemic is surprising many residents, like the Sotelo family. They have lived here for several years.
Tragically, it happened to us. You know, it happened to my son. And it doesn't discriminate and it doesn't judge. You know, if it's everywhere. And it's easy. You know, it's like the virus has no respect for any human life.
After Luis Sotelo's son was exposed to the virus, Luis and his wife Tracy also tested positive and began a self-imposed quarantine. Fortunately, Luis's sister and his mother were negative, so they found a hotel for a week until getting assistance for another place to stay.
Well, I was the last one to come out positive, so while they were in quarantine, I also had to stay in quarantine because I was exposed to it. The thing about it is it didn't hit me right away like it did my son and my wife. To me, it took almost a week to feel a full effect.
They feel lucky that no one had to be hospitalized. Everyone's most recent tests came back negative, so the family is back together again. Guadalupe is a tight-knit community of about 6,000 people of mostly Mexican or Pascua Yaqui Native American roots. It was founded in 1904 and incorporated in 1975. What once felt like a small village in the middle of nowhere is now surrounded by millions of people in the Phoenix metropolitan area. Many residents live below the poverty level. Food banks have become more essential as people try to limit their outings.
And in Guadalupe, we're very condensed. We have multi-generation families in one home. For instance, my home, it's myself and my 2 parents and, my son. So the 3 generations are there, but we're lucky enough to have 4 bedrooms.
So currently Guadalupe has about 4 times the rate of people testing positive for COVID-19 compared to the rest of the county?
Actually, those numbers were correct on the June 16th weekly numbers. However, as June 23rd last week, we were down to 2.8 compared to the county average. Now that's good, we're going down a bit. Part of it is, though, it's a little bit of a false positive because rates in Maricopa County are increasing as are rates generally across the state.
But the town is taking action to reduce the infection rates, including cooperative efforts with Maricopa County, the city of Tempe, and others to provide education and assistance. That includes handing out thousands of free masks, conducting testing events in the community, and providing assistance to those who are positive.
Hi, may I speak with Rosa or Mary?
Guadalupe has also hired 2 employees known as promotoras in Spanish. They are community liaison assistants, like social workers who provide answers and resources such as shopping for residents under quarantine.
I was home. I was retired. So I came out of retirement to help out my community and see how I can be effective in combating this virus and just stopping the spread. Just like somebody in the community posted on Facebook about how they felt about the virus. They said, this virus is having a buffet right now. And guess what, people? We're the buffet. It doesn't discriminate.
Prior to COVID, we were moving forward. We were seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. We'd been having some budget woes in Guadalupe, and we actually saw a clearing where we think we're gonna have a great year this year. COVID hits, everything's at a standstill. Now we're facing a deficit. So we're just trying to get through it and see how we're gonna end at the end of this.
For now, the Sotelo family is celebrating their recovery after such a challenging time.
I feel really good now, like 110%.
But they're not letting their guard down and hope others take COVID seriously.
You know, we're not the ones in charge here. I mean, it's not a joke, you know. Like I said, I'm fortunate, we're fortunate that it's just, this is the worst that we got.